Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Chit. So, I just barely put that video out, and I had a bug on my face. It was a mosquito. That was a video of a mosquito biting me, and then it got what it needed and it left. Darn. And I thought I sprayed everywhere. You know what? I didn't spray that stuff on my face. So that was like an open space for the mosquitoes to come biting. Oh well, you know. It's not, it hasn't changed my beautiful looks. Just kidding, just kidding. I know. I don't know if you guys are even sick of seeing my ugly mug when you watch these videos, but if you watch them and you know, you enjoy the videos, I'm glad for that anyways. So I wanted to talk about something because when I left this morning, I saw the biggest moth on my fabric screen up there. Like big. It was like this big. I grabbed it by the wings on one side and I just took it outside. I threw it outside, right? I didn't want to kill it because, you know, I'm not really into killing things or animals or things like that. Now, if it's like a brown recluse or black widow then, or even a wasp or something, well, that's a little different. But I figure, you know, like even the flies that come in here, you know, unless they're really, really bugging me, I don't really mess with them because you see I have my fly strip hanging over there and it's got flies on it. It's catching them. And then plus in the window seals, they go to the window seals because they want to get out when the doors are shut, but they end up dying in the window seal, you know. It is what it is. I think a fly lives only for one day, right? Yeah. But they come in here because the dog's in and out, you know what I mean? So I can't really help that. Anyways. You guys know that I'm into, like, you know, studying esoteric and spirituality and all sorts of different religions and stuff like that. And so I was thinking when I saw that, because it was huge. It was so huge. And I thought, what does a spirit animal moth mean, right? So I looked it up. Right? Because I wanted to know. Maybe you guys want to know too. So, I mean, if you do, you could stay. If you don't, you can go. It's okay, whatever you want. But let's Google moth totem. How would I enter it? Spirituality. Spirit. Or spirit moth. Let's see. I forgot what I put in earlier, but let's see. Oh no, that's a name. That's the name of an actual moth. Hold on, you guys. Okay, I found it. I put you on hold so I can look it up. So it says, it's very interesting. It says transformation, change, and rebirth. Ooh, you see, that's why I don't really like to kill things, because they all have some sort of meanings to them. Even the bugs and all the animals. You know what I mean? But it says it centers on themes of transformation, change, and rebirth. Nice. Let's see. Transformation and rebirth. The moth's life cycle is a humble caterpillar to a winged creature, signifies profound personal growth and the start of a new chapter. You know what? I remember when I was visiting High Bluff Campground in Florida, where I found Chica, that exact campground, I found one of those moth capsules, and it like fell on the floor, and I knew what it was. I thought it was for a butterfly, but I found out later it was for a moth. And I ended up putting it back up in the tree and stuff because I wanted it to grow, because when I found out this the type of moth it might be, it's very beautiful. It looks like a butterfly even, but anyways. It says transformation and rebirth, because we all know that butterflies and moths go through transformation and they have a rebirth, right? It also says seeking the light enlightenment. Like a moth drawn to a flame, a moth can symbolize the human drive to find the truth. Ooh, and what am I going through right now? I'm going through finding the truth. I'm going through revealing the corruption of this town and telling everybody about it and bringing it out to you guys here on YouTube, which I don't know how many of you guys want to go see, because, you know, I don't know how interested you are in this channel, but that channel is called Woodsboro, Texas, and the Corruption. If you look that up, that's my other new channel, revealing the corruption in Woodsboro, right? And that's in Texas, which is a common theme. Corruption is a common theme in Texas. So if you're in Texas, I don't know, maybe you're going through the same thing, and I suggest you look at it, because if you are, then maybe you can find some help or understanding over there, right? Because I also do, talk about certain things, talk about bills, talking about water and all kinds of stuff, okay? It says, human drive to find truth, wisdom, and freedom, and even amidst potential challenges. And this is a challenge for me. So this moth, can you believe that? It's pretty much telling me. It says spiritual awakening and messages. Moths are often viewed as messengers from the spiritual realm. Ooh. Encouraging introspection, spiritual growth, and a deeper connection to a higher power. And you all know that I'm a firm believer in God and the teachings of Jesus. So I'm really devout to that. Even though I study all different religions, I study all kinds of stuff. Those two things I cannot deny. I do know that God or some divine being created all this, even aliens if they're out there. But I also believe that Jesus is the ultimate teacher and was just trying to teach us to be good and to be kind and just telling us what to do, basically, right? So I am a firm believer. So we also have intuition and hidden knowledge. What's that? Moths can represent intuition, psychic abilities, and wisdom found in the subconscious or shadow self, reminding you to listen to your inner guidance. And you know what? That is also true, because as you guys know, I have a tarot channel, and I go on there and I try to help people heal from traumas or find ways to heal or motivate them or whatever I can do to help anybody out there, because I feel like that's my life mission, is just to help everybody I can until the day I die. So that's what I do over there. So yeah, that's pretty cool right there. And I do follow my intuition all the time, because when I think of stuff out of nowhere, I feel like that is an epiphany or some sort of intuitive nudge for me to go ahead and pursue things. And that's why I'm doing that other channel. So and then what is a change in transition? Encountering a moth can be a sign that significant life changes or transitions are underway, encouraging you to be open to new experiences. And this definitely, what I'm going through right now, is a new experience, because I haven't really dealt with too much legal stuff in my life. I haven't really had to do that. I'm just a regular old gal. Well, apparently I'm not a regular old gal, right? But I feel like, this is what I have to do. And I feel like I'm being nudged by the divine to actually pursue what I'm doing, and to risk whatever I have to bring justice to the people where I live, Christianity. Ooh, it says the biblical context, moths often symbolize the impermanence of earthly possessions and the importance on focusing on spiritual riches rather than material wealth, which can be consumed by decay, which is 100% truth, because I don't focus on wealth or material things. As you guys know, I'm kind of like I don't buy stuff, right? I can't remember the name of it right now for the life of me. A minimalist. I'm a minimalist. I don't buy stuff. I don't care to have stuff. And I mean, I have a reasoning behind all of it, right? If I had so much stuff here, do you know how long it would take me to clean everything? Yeah, I'll feel like I'm cleaning all the time. Sweeping and mopping this place and dusting this place is a lot of work. And, the less stuff I have, the less stuff I have to clean, right? Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty cool. And what's the final thing that was here? Darn, I lost it because the phone shut off for a second. Here it is. Other interpretations, depending on cultural background, seeing a moth can also be a sign of spiritual rebirth. The important message from the afterlife, or a reminder of vulnerability and inner wisdom. Wow, that's neat, right? So I just wanted to share that part with you because I felt like it was something that I should talk about. And I did actually look it up earlier, and I was like, oh, wow. But then we went out for the walk. Because when I saw that moth, I was like, whoa, that's a huge moth. And I was already walking out to my car, And so I quickly, with my phone, looked up, what is a moth? And I read some of it, and I was like, oh, shoot, that's crazy. So that's why I said in the video journal diary that I'll talk to you about it in a chit chat, because look, it's already 10 minutes I'm talking about this. So if any of you guys are interested in that, and animal totems or spirituality when it comes to seeing things or seeing signs and synchronicities, whatever, then this was a good video for you, because I do that, and I do discuss my own signs and synchronicities to help other people get in touch with the world around them, and that this world is always giving us messages to do things and to follow our intuition. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.